finally picked up his first win, and I made sure to stop up to congratulate him. He was already loaded up and leaving, but I still had a smile on his face. He was cool and smooth from there on out, leading the points each week the entire season en route to his first championship. With 2 fast qualifier awards, 2 wins, 7 top 5s, 10 top 10s, and scoring 1,379 points. Man, I'm excited about this interview. Ladies and gentlemen, the best dressed man on the block. Please welcome your outlaw, Cyrus Hawk track champion, Larry Richardson. If I could walk like that, I'd be all set.
Oh, shucky ducky, quack, quack! Got our first black champion, y'all. What y'all think of that, huh? I know what you're thinking.
No, you don't.
Y'all can't say it, but don't worry, I'm gonna say it for you. You thinking, man, we got a black champion now, so they're gonna start serving watermelon and Kool-Aid in the concession stand. Gotta get to the track half an hour earlier, because all the fried food will be gone. Gary over here thinking about all the collard greens he got to order right now. Look at him. Gary, it's a lot. First black champion. We gotta have some fun with it, right? We having fun tonight? Everybody having some fun tonight? Y'all going crazy, never seen Larry with hair before. Actually, my whole 60s and 70s style outfit is actually to pay homage to the great Wendell Scott, who back in 1963, he was the first African American to win at NASCAR's top level. Now, you don't know how the story goes. They didn't crown him the champion until way after the race was over. So the crowd was already gone. Another driver left with his trophy. And Wendell never got his chance to celebrate in front of the crowd. So I wore this tonight so we can all kind of imagine what it would have looked like back then. And well, actually, now that I think about it, didn't we crown champions after the races this year?
Yeah. He was loaded.
First black champ, y'all. Go have some fun. I got a lot of people to thank. Let's get into it. I'm going to start with Dan Rigoni, R&R Motorsports, for helping me build a car capable of winning a championship and creating history. I want to thank my beautiful wife, Jill, for letting me spend the money to build a car capable of winning a championship and creating history. I want to thank Doug Nelson and Jen Case, who've been nothing but supportive ever since I met them. My in-laws who aren't here tonight, I want to thank them, Clay and Nancy Sharp, for coming out and supporting me whenever they can. Chris Brash, I want to thank him for turning the wrenches for me all season long. Mike Acapinti, who can't be here tonight, he was the 2016 Top Speed Modified champion who on multiple occasions made the 2-hour drive from Dearborn just to crew chief for me to help me keep my head in the game. I want to thank my dad, who actually flew in from Florida just to be here tonight. And a long time ago, I heard this saying that
He might have the beach in the well-dressed category, too. He looks pretty dapper.
he's the one that taught me how to do it. A long time ago, I heard this saying that goes, if you give a kid a race car habit, he'll never have time or money for a drug habit. And my dad, when he was the general manager of Detroit Dragway, had me out there at that track 3 or 4 days a week, so I was never on those streets, never had time to get into trouble. So it's because of him that I can stand here and say that I've never been arrested, I've never been on drugs. I made it this song because of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I want to thank some of my classmates here tonight as well. Starting with Paul Bill, I want to thank him for not showing up every week. I want to thank Brock Sweeter for only hitting me once this year. It's a lot easier to win a championship when you don't get taken out in the heat race, that's for sure. I want to thank Nick Landon. Where's he at? Where's Nick at? There he is. Nick, there's nobody on that track I trust more racing close to at high speeds, and I'll never forget the epic battle that you and I had back in the early part of the season, but eventually led to my first feature win at Kalamazoo Speedway. So I want to thank you for making that a memorable one. Where's Jeremy Young. I want to thank Jeremy Young back there. And shout out to the Jeremy Young fan club too, man. This is a rowdy group of people, let me tell you. Yeah. I go through turn 3 and 4 and I look up in the stands and all I see is a whole bunch of Beat Larry signs. He said it was his auntie that made him a sticker that he keeps on the dashboard of his car that says Beat Larry on it. Season championship night, they all had Beat Larry t-shirts on too, and it was wild. Jeremy, we're competitors, but I also consider you to be a friend, so I do mean it from the bottom of my heart when I say, I hope you kept the receipt. I mean, if you can't take the shirts back, maybe we can maybe fix them so they say, got beat by. He's got a championship in his future too, and I hope he gets it so he can stand up here and make fun of me one day. Keep it moving. I want to thank Gary and Donna Howe for providing us a world-class facility to race at every single week. Yeah. I also want to thank Kenny Head for creating the opportunity for me to get started in this business. And really, it was Kenny and Gary, but they won't admit that. But 3 years ago, they got me started, and I don't think any of them expected to turn out like this, though. But last and most importantly, before I do that, I want to thank all the fans and all the drivers for coming out and making Kalamazoo Speedway a great place to race at and making me feel comfortable racing there. Kalamazoo Speedway will always be my home track, and not just because I live 3 miles from it, but because it truly does feel like home whenever I'm there. So I thank all of you for that. And last but most important, I want to thank my sponsors, Geekies and Computers, who's represented here tonight by the co-owner, Silvano Venegas, and his lovely girlfriend, Ronnie. Silvano, stand up for me real quick. There he is. This man here has been nothing but a huge influence on my life, both inside and out of the race car. He was the one that gave me the internship I needed to launch what is now a thriving career in the information technology industry. And when I came for him looking for some sponsorship help, he did not hesitate. And Silvano doesn't know a damn thing about racing, but he knows everything about me, and that was all he needed to put up the money. So thank you for that. And folks, I don't like to tell anybody what to do or where to go or anything like that, but if you ever have an issue with a computer, or if you're looking to buy a new one, or outsource your IT work, just talk to that man over there, or give Geekies a call. Go downtown and see these guys. They're right in downtown Kalamazoo. And not only will you be supporting a local business, but you'll be supporting a business that promotes diversity within the community, and you'll be supporting a business that supports short track racing. So, Silvano, there aren't enough words in the English dictionary for me to express just how thankful I am for everything you've done for me. I'm so glad I was able to make your investment in me pay off this year. Thank you. Speaking of investments, since I'm the champ now, we got to renegotiate that contract a little bit. My fee has gone up. First flag champ, y'all. We're going to wrap this up by talking about my 2018 plans. A lot of y'all curious. Right now, the plan is just to run for back-to-back championships in the front-wheel drive Outlaw division. And in addition to that, I want to hopefully run with the Midwest Compact Touring Series next year too, but I got to get a new truck first, because, seriously, how many of y'all thought some black guy pulling his car to the track with a 2002 Jeep Liberty would win anything out? Seriously. That's not going to fly on a tour, so I got to up my logistics game a little bit. 3 miles is one thing, but I have to know. 100, that's something different. Of course, my plans are never set in stone, and I'm always looking to move up to a higher class too, but I don't have the resources to do it all on my own. So if anyone out there is looking for a driver, then please come talk to me, because I will be available. I can drive the balls off of anything. If it doesn't have balls, I'll put some on it and drive those off. I'll wrap it up though. I want to thank all of you guys for all of your support. I love you all. I can't wait to see you in 2018. I'm over here talking to Gary about them collard greens, you know.